Telling signs that month end is a week away. I will start getting phone calls, asking for money.
When the Oros is not so orange anymore. When it's very light.
Is when you eat noodles and make it look fancy. I don't know, I prefer noodles at this time of the month.
Sometimes you add an egg, but that's all you have at your disposal. Eggs and noodles. And the grace of God. That's it.
When there's like 4 loaves of bread and it's just crust.
What are your biggest adulting stressors right now?
My biggest adulting stress is decorating my home.
Being single in a period where everyone is falling pregnant left, right, and center. Like, how are you gonna pay for these kids? Like, school fees is expensive.
It's not as easy as everybody thinks. Oh my goodness, I have meltdowns at least like 3 times a day.
Taxes. No one knows how to do their taxes.
Money. Money, money, and then money.
Cost of living. Like, the groceries, the basics is already like less than $1,000. You haven't even bought the Oros yet. I say, it's bad.
I know, it is. Also, guys, medical aid. No one told me I'll have to pay my own medical aid. I don't understand when it got there. Funeral plans,
I think my biggest adult stresses right now is just the fact that I have to be the one to wake myself up, to bathe myself, to feed myself, to wash the dishes after feeding myself, to pack those dishes.
Yo, guys,
My biggest stresses in my adult life is actually my mental health. Like, I'm just trying to keep sane because we live in a time where everybody's doing so well. You're seeing it on social media. You don't know their journey, but you see all these things that they've got and you feel like you are underperforming. So trying to be in my own lane and keeping my head space at the right place, yeah.
yo.
At what point did I realize that adulting is a scam? At a point where Sundays were the best times to party. Monday, you gotta wake up 8 o'clock, be at work.
When I had to pay tax, I didn't understand. For what?
When I became a parent.
when my income and my expenses don't balance each other.
Scam of note.
Like, I want that Gucci bag, but yo.
When I grew up and my parents started telling me that I have to pay for my own stuff.
Now, like, you're paying bond. Now, your parents are dying. Yeah, it just gets very tricky.
Oh, Sana, the first time my mom made me book my own doctor's appointment, I said, Haibo, what is this?
Hey, my dad cut up my debit card, guys. And he told me I had to actually make money. I was like,
what is this? No, that was the first time I realized that adulting is really a scam.
I realized it's a scam when I had to fix and pay for that. Do you know that ball inside the toilet? You don't even know what it's called. If you don't know what the ball inside the toilet is called, because it hasn't broken in your house, you haven't. If you don't know the price of a hose pipe, you haven't adulted.
Robot. Ushaba ama domestic affairs. Do you know what's painful? That week before payday, when you have to stretch the loaf of bread for the next couple of days, and when that Oros is not Orosing anymore. Other than these, what are the telling signs that month end is a week away?
Telling signs that month end is a week away. I will start getting phone calls, asking for money.
When the Oros is not so orange anymore. When it's very light.
Is when you eat noodles and make it look fancy. I don't know, I prefer noodles at this time of the month.
Sometimes you add an egg, but that's all you have at your disposal. Eggs and noodles. And the grace of God. That's it.
When there's like 4 loaves of bread and it's just crust.
When you're looking at your car's petrol tank and you're like, yeah, no, I know my car. And you start calculating. And you're like, I need to have this last for that week until the 25th hits. So what? But yeah.
That's when you know it's bad.
What can I whip up? When I have to negotiate, like, okay, my kids are good. What about me? I'll be okay. Just a little bread one.
It's when you really have to now put on your accounting hat.
Yo, now we have to be accountant. Yes, Sadie, that's too much. Do you remember when your parents used to complain that they don't have money right after the payday? Now we know what they meant. What's the one adulting scenario your parents warned us about? And now we get it.
Yo, I think the biggest thing that my parents warned me about for petrol asimeti.
With the petrol prices increasing every 2 minutes, guys.
Oh, especially in Cyril's economy. Dear God.